Pharmaceutical company AbbVie recently finalized its $63 billion takeover of Allergan. The acquisition helps AbbVie diversify away from Humira, while Humira faces competition in Europe along with the loss of patent protection in the US in 2023. So, is AbbVie stock a buy right now? Well, let's take one last look at AbbVie. Revenue growth from AbbVie hit a multi-year high in March of 2018, but then decelerated each period until December 2018. In the first quarter of 2019, sales declined for the first time in 6 years. Recently, sales are beginning to reaccelerate slowly. In the third and fourth quarters of 2019, AbbVie sales rose 3% and 5% respectively. And during the first quarter of 2020, AbbVie posted 10% sales growth to $8.62 billion. Also favorable is that AbbVie's earnings rose 13% to $2.42 per share. For the full year 2020, analysts expect $45.42 billion in AbbVie sales, which would be an increase of 36.5%. As a comparison, in 2019, Allergan sales were $16.09 billion. Analysts also expect earnings for AbbVie to be $10.71 per share in 2020, which would be up 19.8%. So is AbbVie stock a buy right now? Although AbbVie has reasonable revenue and earnings growth, the fundamentals need to improve. Moreover, AbbVie's stock is now tied to Allergan, so keep an eye out for how the overall company performs. But what do the charts indicate? Well, let's take a look. And we're looking at the 6-month daily chart on AbbVie, and the symbol is ABBV. For disclosure purposes, I do not hold any shares of AbbVie at this time. Now, looking at the price chart, we can look at it in a couple of different ways. We can start at that level there or that level here. Let's just start here. Now, we've talked about a cup and handle before with AbbVie. We've seen it a couple of times, and it's forming another one. So you would create the cup from that point there, going up, down and up like this to the handle right here. Now, if you wanted to use this, you'd start there and you would form the cup there, more or less, up to this point. Again, the handle at that point there. Now, it's not a perfect cup and handle because we have two different levels with the cup on the left side here. It's not perfect, but it'll serve its purpose. So you pick this point here, which would be roughly around there. And if you pick that point there, it would be roughly at this point between 95 and 100. So what you want to see in the handle is the price sell off slightly with lower volume. So it would sell off. And then it picks up both the price and the volume. And once the price comes through a trigger point there, which is your right side cup top, if you choose this one, then that's your trigger point there at that level. So once the price comes through here with higher volume, either here or here, that's your trigger point or your buy point. Now, this formation may precede the improvement in the fundamentals, so pay attention. Now, so far, the volume is cooperating with slightly lower volume on the way down. The MAC is cooperating as well with the fast line coming through the slow line at this point. Watch it continue on down. It's relatively shallow, and that's what you want to see. Continue on down, and then have the fast line go sideways and then up and through the slow line at some point. And that's also my trigger point, but that's also something for you to watch out with regard to the price chart. The histogram there, not much more information. Again, the price rate of change. Some of these things aren't going to be all that meaningful depending upon, but you want to see the fast line move up and through the slow line and toward the upper reaches of the price rate of change. Into the RSI, you want to see that bottom and basing here with the fast line moving on up into that overbought territory between 80 and 100. Same thing for stochastics, a nice basing, fast line heading on up. So just keep watching out for these oscillators. And here, lastly, the Williams, watch that basing pattern here, and hopefully this will shoot back up into that overbought territory between that -20 and that 0. So those are your indications on the oscillators. And of course, on your price chart, you want to watch the price move up through these two trigger points. And as usual, you want to follow the fundamentals. Make sure that the fundamentals are cooperating also. And so for today, that's ChewDog Charts. Thank you.